Update on this weekend's runners, starting off with Rosehill. Race 3, we have Maravi. Tongue tie applied?
Yeah, he's going well. His work's been very good. Trialled nicely, a winning trial, just to give him a little bit of confidence, and right distance, 1800 metres. First up, you could say, but gee, yeah, he's very fit. He's ready to go.
Okay, in the same race we have Almighty Crown, J Ford, barrier 7.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he'll run yet. We'll make a decision Saturday morning. If he didn't run there, he'll go to the Rough Habit Plate at Doomba next Saturday. Horse as well, just looking for that extra distance.
Augustus, Roy Hutchins, barrier 9, same race.
Been gelded since he last raced, and I think you'll see a much better horse result. Don't think you could question his form as being too bad, and he is a late developer, so nice race for him to be starting off in, and I think he'll run a cheeky race.
Rachel was dual accepted and is scratched out of the Gold Coast, so we'll race here, barrier 2, field of 9, Lee McGorry.
I think she'll be hard to beat, Charlie, with Lee's claim. Good draw, she'll be in the race for a long way, and definite winning chance.
And Miss Ballantyne, fresh up, barrier 3, Jason Collett.
Yeah, I think it's suitable starting point. There's been a few questions over the distance first up, Charlie. But we'll see on Saturday. She did almost win first up last prep. She ran second in the Saturday race. It was 1200, so I think she'll be right.
Into the Lord Mayor's Cup, Allwood.
I think it's a really good horse. Doesn't get beyond 2,000 metres. We've learnt that. Gee, he should have a lot more wins next to his name than what he's got, and I think Saturday's a perfect race for him.
And my Nordic Hero on the back up to a more suitable trip.
Yeah, disappointing last Saturday at Hawkesbury, and I think stepping up to a more suitable distance will be a big help. Plus, I think further down the track, when he hits a wet track, that's when you'll really see him jump out of the ground.
Absolutely. Race 7, tougher than the rest, Lee McGorry.
Yeah, this horse was sent up to us by his trainer, Keith Dryden, which we're very appreciative of. He won the national sprint at Canberra on the Black Opal Day. Been harshly penalised for that winning run, with now having a high rating, so it's got a big weight, good draw, and Lee McGorry rides, and his work's been good since settling into the stable.
Sabakis needs to improve a bit, J Ford?
Yeah, I think he'll need a run or two. He had such a long time off, and it might even be next preparation when we see the best of him because of that reason. He looks okay, but we had a good look at him this morning. You can just see he still needs to build up a little bit over his hindquarters, so he'll certainly improve, but let's see if he can get back to his best form sooner rather than later.
And last up winner, Valadero, Rory Hutchins.
Yeah, it was a good win first up at Warwick Farm with Huey in the saddle. Rory's actually won a group race on this horse, so he gets
at
the
Rosehill.
ride. Yeah, he gets the ride. The horse has come back really well, obviously, and should run well Saturday.
Okay, and New Universe, barrier 9.
Yeah, awkward barrier. There's other options around for him, so we'll make a decision with him closer to Saturday. If he didn't run there, he would probably hit to Scone next week.
Okay, race 8, Solo Mission, barrier 3, is also down in Flemington.
Interesting horse. Obviously he's one that's been racing overseas and likely to improve with further.
Yes.
But there's been some good comments about his track work. I think he'd appreciate a more forgiving track, and I'd say Rosehill he would get that. And he's also drawn better at Rosehill in comparison to Melbourne. So we've got to make a decision today whether he comes up or stays in Melbourne.
Woke, barrier 8, Brenton Abdullah.
Just blew out first up, and the race wasn't run to suit. They went very slow through the mid stages, so we need to see a genuinely run race, and she can improve sharply.
Another last start winner in Revolver, Jason Collett.
Yeah, big step up in grade though. That was a provincial win, but he did everything he needed to get over the line first, and at an even finish. Look, he has to improve to win this, but can't fault the way he's working or the way he looks.
Okay, and into the lucky last. In Times of War on the backup, barrier 12.
Yeah, awkward barrier. She'd have to please us, and think that she's a winning chance to run on Saturday from that good draw. When you're backing horses up, I like to have things in their favour, especially over this trip, and especially with a horse like her. There's a few options coming up, so we'll see come Saturday morning whether she runs or not.
And another good horse in I'm Serious, J Ford,
yeah,
barrier 1.
She's had a good long layoff, so back with a couple of trials. She's worked well.
Oh, very well.
Very competitive horse. I think she's more a miler, and you see in her races she looks like she's going nowhere at the 600, and she just gets warmed up late. So I'd expect that to be the same over 1200. So she'll run a cheeky race, but it'll probably be a race that you say, gee, she's the one to follow next start.
Okay. A quick preview on Flemington. First of all, solo mission, second emergency, needs 2 barriers.
Yeah,
2 scratchings.
Yeah, also in at Rosehill, slight leaning towards coming up, but we'll make a decision, I guess, later today.
In the same
horse as well.
Same race, opposition, also awkward draw,
Yeah,
16.
he's a long distance horse from England, and so yeah, he's going to need the run. Probably run from the draw. I'm not worried about that. He'll just go back and hopefully finish off strongly. Probably need an extra 1,000 metres.
And also Jake's Hill, barrier 13, Brad Rowella.
Another English horse. He'll be a good 2 miler, this horse, in time. Needs to start somewhere, and Saturday is where it'll be, at Flemington. So good track to be starting off at for these boys.
Okay, earlier on in the card, race 3, Diapason.
She's racing well. It's at least a fillies and mares race for her. Narrowly beaten last start. Similar type race, perhaps a little bit stronger. Good draw will be a big help.
Yep, absolutely. And race 7, Amavatio, barrier 14.
Ooh, won't really worry him at Flemington. Gets back, track into the race, and just have the last shot at them late. Can't expect him to be getting to the front at the 300 metre mark over this distance, so just ride a patient race and let him finish off.
Just too much weight in Adelaide?
Yeah, 61 kilos.
Yeah, too hard.
And going for 100,000 prize money.
When you can run on your doorstep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And his runs this prep over the 1400 have actually been very good.
Okay, race 8, Quick Defence, barrier 10.
Run a good race the other day, beaten by the stablemate, Life Less Ordinary. He's one of the favourites of the Wagga Cup on Friday. He's a hard horse to catch, and he's done a good job this prep.
Jockey's won on him before.
Who's the jockey?
C. Newitt.
Craig Newitt. There you go.
Chance. Righto, we'll go straight to Morphettville, where we've got French Emotion, barrier 8 of 16.
Last start winner, and looks pretty well placed in this race. The set weights and penalties. Ben Mellon rides again. Nice draw. See, for her anyway, she'd settle midfield and be strong late.
Okay, then into the Schweppes Oaks, we have Savicle. Went down on Saturday.
Nice filly this, Charlie. Nice filly.
Is she?
Yeah. Won it well at Caulfield last start. She's had a jump out since with Oliver in the saddle, who rides it on Saturday. She went to Adelaide at the start of the week, and she's had the week to settle in and hasn't missed a beat. Slightly awkward draw, but she's a good filly.
And Velocita.
Yeah, the distance is the query with her. She was a little bit disappointing against the older mares the other day, but we've decided to send her down anyway because it's a Group 1 race and she gets a chance as a 3-year-old filly. She's drawn perfectly, and I'm sure she'll run a cheeky race.
Okay. My word, we've got a big team up at the Gold Coast. Really showing our presence. Race 1, Estakraj, Joshua Parr.
Backing up from last Saturday. This is his level. He has got a bit of weight, but he's carried these big weights to victory before, Charlie. So I think it's the right distance. Good draw. 12
of 14. 6 emergencies could come in.
Yeah, so he gets back and finishes off that way anyway.
Okay, Shield Wall, barrier 8, Corey Brown.
Yeah, she's going a lot better than what her form might suggest. She needs a good track, so it's likely to be good on Saturday. Good jockey aboard. She'll run a cheeky race.
Fortensky, barrier 12, field of 16.
Should have won last start. Barrier draw on Saturday is not perfect, but he likes to be ridden. We rode him quiet last start and he finished off very well. We'll ride him similar again on Saturday. Just needs an ounce of luck from the gate.
Okay, into race 5, the Ken Russell Memorial Classic. Lean Mean Machine, barrier 14.
Yeah, unlikely to run, Charlie. Awkward gate.
Shame.
Disappointing. He's up there. He's worked well through the week. but there's a race for him next week at Doomben.
Okay, barrier race 8. Race 8. The Hollandale Stakes, starting off with Coming Through, Robbie Farrard.
This horse's form's terrific. He sat 3 wide without cover in a Doncaster and ran second behind Happy Clapper. He then ran in the Queen Elizabeth and ran 5th behind Winks, Happy Clapper, Hermador, and...
Does it matter?
The other one was pretty good.
The first 3 are pretty good.
All 4 horses were genuine Group 1 winners through the carnival, so that's where his form lines up. Galo Chop is that one.
Oh yeah.
So look, that's the best form in the country, and he goes to this race with a good draw, in good form, settled in well. He's the one to beat.
Okay, Tom Melbourne.
Tom had no luck in the Doncaster and was only beaten a length. All age stakes he was run off his feet.
Yep.
In this race he's got a Norton bit going on just to give the rider a bit more control. Corey
Soft
Brown
draw.
rides, and I think he'll really suit the horse. Good draw's a big plus.
Okay, and One Foot in Heaven, barrier 12.
Yeah, he'd need a soft track to win, Charlie, in my opinion. His first up run was fair, but I think he just needs a bit of give in the ground, so we'll be keeping a close eye on the weather for him.
And Satano Raisin, the Japanese horse from barrier 3.
Yeah, he'll appreciate the extra distance. He ran in the all-age stakes, wasn't disgraced, although did finish at the rear of the field. The extra 400 metres is a big plus for him. Just needs a bit of luck from the gate.
Egg Tart, up to 1800. Jeff Lloyd.
Good draw is going to be a big plus for her. She's another one that I think would appreciate a soft track, but the 1800 metres is certainly a big plus, and she's a Group 1 winner in Queensland this time last year, so she could bounce back to form. We've got a good hand in the race.
My word. Best of luck, Chris.
Thanks, Charlie.